Hi guys, I'm back in this video. We might just ask God sometimes, like, God, why is the success not happening? Why am I not able to achieve the ultimate goals that I've had? Like, why do I not have it now? Like, what am I doing wrong? The truth is, you're not doing anything wrong. The truth is that the God is trying to protect you. You might say, protect me from what? You might have this ultimate goal of having a specific home. For me, it's really being financially abundant and having a really good body and having a really strong mindset and also being in a city where uh, like a desirable city. There's tons of cities in this world. Your goals could be anything. And what I mean by these ultimate goals is, you want to have this big, luxurious house with black interiors, and you want to have big cars, you want to have money, you want to have luxury, you want to have relationships. You might just go like, God, why am I not able to get them? I'm working for them. I'm I'm showing myself up there, and I've been doing it for years, maybe, or maybe I've been doing it for a long time. Why am I not able to achieve them? The truth is that it's the God trying to protect you from something that's really deep and hits a lot of people. You must have heard these successful people come up to interviews and podcasts and say these things, I have money, I have cars, I have this and that, but I don't feel satisfied. As if I ask this question to myself every day. What now? God is trying to protect you from what now? That's what I think God is trying to protect me from. What now? Or the most popular existential crisis in a lot of successful people's life happens when all their worth, all their self worth, all their self love comes from achieving goals. So their self worth is their goals' self worth ultimately. So if they achieve their goals, they get the worth from their goals into themselves and they feel worthy of being. The truth is, when you haven't accomplished them, you are able to find that self worth within yourself. If I'm able to find my self worth within myself, even from just sitting in my room with no money in my pocket, with maybe not the best body in myself, with maybe not the best mindset, with a wish that there's always going to be a better version of myself. If I can find self worth, self acceptance in this condition, I for sure can find it in a more externally validated condition. So I'm not getting external validations right now. If I find my self worth in this condition, I will for sure be doing really good in conditions where external people are also hyping me up and giving me validation. The truth is that what happens to these successful people is they go around and have these goals that they have set. We all have goals. I have goals. I want to get a good Lamborghini. I want to have a really good house with dark interior aesthetics. The point is that these people, they set these goals up and then they try to achieve them. And once they've got them, they think that they're valuable. Before that, they were just like nothing. You might have heard people say, when I'm going to become something, I'm going to say this to the world. I'm going to change the world in this way. No, you are something. You are a human being. This comes down to the point of two fields in psychology. One is etiology and the other is theology. And I might be pronouncing them wrong because I didn't know about them, but I got to know about them with the book Courage to be Disliked. In short, these two fields of psychology have really different perspectives of how our brains work, our psychology works. So let's take this example. There's a person who says that I have social anxiety. That is, whenever I go in parties or public places, I feel like I'm too shy and I don't fit in. So in this scenario, the cause is going to be that because the person is shy, the effect is going to be that they feel anxious when they're in amongst people. But for someone who sees life from theology's point of view, they're going to say that you at this moment decided that you want to prove yourself anxious. You want to prove yourself that you get social anxiety when you're in public settings. That's why you brought up evidences in your brain which proved you to be shy. So it's quite the opposite. It's not that I'm shy, that's why I'm facing social anxiety. It's because you have decided that you want to prove yourself as someone who's socially anxious. And that's why you brought up all the evidences, maybe old incidences where you faced social anxiety and stuff, maybe any other thing. But you brought those up because you wanted to prove to yourself that you're socially anxious. Basically, the point is that it doesn't happen like when I achieve this cause, then I'm gonna feel happy, the effect. It should be the other way around. You should decide that you have to be happy, and then the rest of the things will keep happening. I know this might sound a little complex, but ultimately what it means is that you are the constant in your life. And the point is that whether you are put in your bedroom or in a hotel room, or in your dream house, or in a different setting, or maybe in a slum, or maybe in a hut. Doesn't matter. If you feel your self-worth in all of these cases, it might take time, when things change, it just takes time to get adapted to the things in the environment. But if you feel your self-worth and self-acceptance in each of these cases, then it's easier for God. It's easier for God to give you things in your life that you need. God doesn't have to protect you from a big existential crisis a lot of people face. That is, what now? Like, what do I do now when I've achieved all my goals? Like, so basically, find your self worth in any of these conditions. Don't wait for this one thing to happen and then be like, that's when I'll live life. You know what? That's when I'll go and enjoy with my family. Etiology and theology, that is the effect that you've been looking for all the way around in the world. The happiness that you're gonna say, what, I'm gonna buy a car and that's when I'm gonna feel happy. That thing is never gonna happen. You have to feel happy and then you have to buy a car. You have to take the decision in the present. There's no past. There's no past. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the present. It's future for sure, but you just plan for it and just work for it. That's all. That's all you could do. But yeah, basically, stop going like, I'm gonna achieve my goals and then I'm gonna feel happy and then I'm gonna accept myself. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not how things will happen. You have to go and accept yourself first. Kind of also comes back to the same old concept we all have been taught about. That's I don't chase, I attract. If you focus on yourself, so you do you, and the goals they attract towards you, right? That's the whole point of it at the end of the day. So where did this whole thought came to me all of a sudden? And it's a really good analogy, so I'd like to share. This room that you guys see, I'm gonna probably it's really messy right now, so I can't show it in the video, but it's really good. When I moved in here, like 2 or 3 months ago, I decorated this with all my heart. Like I really wanted to I really wanted to have a room which has really light aesthetics, white curtains, white sheets, and everything so nice and calm. And I looked up on Pinterest. I got some inspiration. I was trying to like take hotels for as an ideal, and then try to like get some inspiration from them. What happened is that once I ended up decorating my whole room and like arranging things, I felt so good. I was like looking at this room and I was like, bruh, this is so good. This is so cool. The question is, how many times did I see this room the way I saw it for the first time? I repeat my question. How many times did I see this room the same way as I saw it the first time? 5, 6, 10, 12, 15. But after that, this became a regular room. This is my room. It's so severe that guests are coming to my home and they're telling me, you have a really good house. You have a really good room. I'm like, "Bro, what's so cool about this?" And then I'm like, yeah, this used to be cool because a month or two ago, I really decorated it and it just felt like something out of the world. And I really mean it. Like, I was literally like laying down on my bed the other day, and I was like looking around the room. I was like, man, it's so boring. But then I suddenly realized, wait a minute, like a month ago, this was the room that I exactly was wanting in my life. Like this was the room that I exactly was planning to have. And I was so excited to just like finally start my month, start my day, start my week in this room because it's a new place, it's a new decoration. So that's why I thought maybe that's what happens to goals and materialistic things as well. External things, the ones that come from around us, you will get bored of them. Anything, when you achieve that, before that it might seem like to be something that's really big, a big mountain in front of you, but when you do it, you're gonna feel good, you're gonna feel accomplished. But if all your self-worth comes from that only thing, then trust me, save yourself from that. Because once things will get normal, because things do get normal at max, like in 6 months, things will start feeling normal. Maybe that's even like your Lamborghini, like it doesn't matter, they will get normal because that's how human nature works. After that, if you're someone who only derives their self worth from achieving their goals, you're going to have this question for sure. And the question is, what now? And you might go and chase after another goal, but time after time you'll realize that there's nothing intrinsic in you. So find self worth in yourself. And how do you do it? By developing a mindset. And that's why mindset is so important. My dream house is this big, modernistic architectured house which has black and dark interiors and has really good, everything really modern and sophisticated. But then I thought, if my room just became like just went from like the best room in the world to a regular room, this whole new house, this whole new money thing, that could also become a normal thing in a while, right? Like after like 6 months or 7 months, how many times will I listen to the Weekend song in that room? Maybe like infinite times. But like the point is that after a certain point, things will become normal to me. Even in that big house, like my dream house, things will become normal to me. things will feel normal to me. Like I will live in that house, and after some time that house is going to be boring. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, I don't care. It will happen. What will you do then? What will you do then? What will you do with the black interiors that you just forgot about, like how special they were? Like you forgot how special they were. Now they're just like a normal thing to you. And then my guests are coming in, my friends are coming in my home, my new imaginary, my dream house, and they're telling me, you know what? You have really good aesthetics. And I'm like, bro, what aesthetics are you talking about? This house? And then, oh yeah, like 2 years ago I decorated it and I really enjoyed doing it, and this was a whole new vibe. But now I just feel it's like a regular home. Eh, just like me doing my stuff. About the I attract and I don't chase thing. I am not, again, I'm not saying I'm a spiritualist. I'm not that. I believe in God, that's it. And I have my own ways of worshiping him. Like I just think about him and that's it. That's how I think about God and talk to God. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is this code, although it comes from a spiritualistic community, I respect everyone, but I just want to say this code is really important. So I'm going to talk about this one specifically. Uh, the lifestyle that I have right now, I moved into a new city, if you know. This is my house, and I live here. And I just moved in like 2 months ago. So the lifestyle that I have now, I was also traveling in the beginning of the year, so I was like traveling to different places in Norway and stuff. So yeah, and they were gorgeous. Like I don't know what how to describe it. Like the pleasure you just get, your eyes get by seeing those scenes and stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's not the point. The point is the lifestyle that I have now. I'm not rich right now. I get it. I don't have that modern aesthetic house and or the house that you guys make fun of saying that it looks like a Roblox house. Like I like it, bro. I like the boxy houses. If you can see the picture here, I like these ones, but they're basically in black. I don't have that thing. That's the lifestyle that I want, and I've always wanted for the past 2 years. That's what I wanted, but I'm not really having it right now, right? But the lifestyle that I have now is really improved and better than what I had like 2 years ago. But what's interesting is that I never really asked for this lifestyle from God, from anything. I was just working on myself and I was developing on myself, but I never really asked for this specific lifestyle, which I'm really grateful for and which I really enjoy nowadays. The point I want to say is that I never was obsessed with this lifestyle, and that's why I got it. Obsession doesn't mean not being obsessed doesn't mean that you don't work for it. I obviously worked for building a better life, but the truth is, I just danced the dance. That's all I did. I worked on myself, and I got here. And I love what I'm doing. I love in this current situation where I am. The point I want to prove is that don't obsess over things. Don't obsess over results. Don't just like obsess your whole existence over this one goal again. The whole point. Don't make everything about the goals and achieving them. Also, make a good amount of like give a good amount of importance to the process as well. That's the whole point of the video. I have this nicer version of lifestyle. I never obsessed over it. So I just did my own thing and I got it. It's like I attract and I don't chase. But for the past 2 years, I have been chasing this, you know, rich lifestyle, but I never got it because, again, I attract and I don't chase is 100% true thing. Just not look at this I don't chase, I attract from this black box POV where you don't know what's actually working, how it works and what's going behind the scenes. So let's try to talk about this a bit more logically. Logically saying, what happens is when you stop obsessing over the goals and the outcomes, you focus on the process. And there's one universal rule to every single thing that you're doing in your life. If you focus on what you're doing in the moment, in the present, if I focus on talking to this camera, in the present, when I'm meditating, if I focus on my breathe, if I focus on what I'm doing in the present moment, that's that that plus multiple times of the same thing, that is what is going to give the best outcome ever, best result of anything ever. So what I want to say is that that's what this mantra does. Like I don't chase, I attract. When you stop obsessing over your goals and outcomes, you start focusing on the process. You start focusing on what actually matters. You start focusing on the present. You start to love yourself because you can only love yourself when you love the process. Because that's the only part of you right now. That's the only badge you have on your chest right now. That says, I'm doing the process. I'm not accomplished anything yet, but I'm doing the process. And I gain my value from this. So about the day, it went pretty decent. I went to the gym in the morning, as I said I would, because I couldn't go jog. It was raining, so I just went to the gym instead. And then I came back and I did some of my tasks. I made notes and stuff. And then I'm probably gonna edit now, and I'm really running late because it's already like 12:30 or something. But it's okay. And I'm gonna meet you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.